So I wanted to shoot a quick audit on just a random site that I found. I'm trying to test out some random ideas to just do random audits to random sites so that I can more for me to actually learn more about SEO and be able to share my knowledge. So one thing that I noticed right off the bat, it looks like they have good traction with some. Well, in this setting, this is a local SEO client, so we're gonna assume that their scope is just to be on Houston. So they are based on Houston. They have fairly good citations, and looks like the Yelp's gonna need some help. But they have some good citations, and a lot of their entities are popping out here. There are some things that I notice um, with regards with the area served. Now, I know Houston is a really okay large area. Looks like we're covering that, which is good. So we do have good optimization so far with the GMB. I'm just gonna quickly look into additional categories. Now, there is a way for us to figure out if we could find additional that's odd actually. So we have 55 reviews for the GMB, and okay, I thought that was actually larger than I was expecting. So they have 55 reviews with your GMB. Looks like everything they have for optimization is set. They could add an appointment link here, but they do have a phone number and link to the website, which is good. Looks like they have a good amount of reviews. Looks like there's some 1 stars here, but you can see right off the bat here there are some good mentions. Company crew. I would like to see more mentions of the service, like gutter replacement, gutter services, gutter installation, and all that. But that could be something outside of your control sometimes, so that's not really going to be the main priority. Now, if we search for, let's say, gutter cleaning services, and we're going to be scoping it out in this location, it should give us a list of different GMBs that are ranking for the area. Now, we have a good amount of categories that we could prioritize on. Now, I am not particularly well versed with the gutter industry, gutter cleaning services, but I do feel that it somehow matches with pressure cleaning. And I may be wrong, and I can just quickly check on gutter cleaning just to make sure. Let's see if there are any mentions or mentions of pressure cleaning, pressure washing. Okay, looks like it's not like that. Okay, but yeah, I think so far you would not need anything. I think you can go with adding gutter services, like gutter service here. Other than that, it's pretty much just over optimizing the GMB. So we're pretty much good with that. One thing that I noticed when I did went into go to your website, you're missing a lot of the foundations of a good foundations with local SEO. So the main thing is you have your GMB, okay? What you're wanting on whatever end goal you have with local SEO is you're wanting to create a better relationship or a mirroring effect of your brand in your Google listing and to your website. Because in local SEO, essentially, your end goal is always to prioritize growth for GMB. That's like ground zero for everything you have for your local citations, everything you have for your website. You start off with your GMB, and right off the bat, I don't really see any link back to your GMB or even an embed on your website. Ideally, would have it like on somewhere in the footer. Maybe have this replaced instead of using Mapbox, which is an external API. That's not Google. You would want to use the Google entity. It's instead and just embed that. So that's a lot more better to create that relationship, and probably a link back. I see that you have like a plus Google account, which surprisingly is not really available anymore. It's already depreciated, so it's not really going to be useful. You'll want to link out your GMB, and that's going to be a little more better with creating that internal, that relationship with your GMB and your website. Right off the bat, there are things that we could improve with your on page, maybe some a bit effort with the CRO. But I do see that with your metadata, which I don't know, man. I'll give you a bit of context. If I am searching for like gutter, and I'll show you the searches that actually got when I got your website. So we're searching for, let's see, let's go back here and let's try to get back. No, okay, that doesn't allow us. Let's just do uh, gutter cleaning in Houston. I'll close this and we'll come back to that later. Okay, it doesn't seem that you're ranking for this. Let's try gutter replacement. Okay, I think this is the one that actually found you where. You can see right off the bat, you are lacking proximity with some other keywords. So you're ranking for gutter replacement Houston, which is good that you have your service terms as your priority for your homepage. But there are some things that we could improve with your description. Google at least is acknowledging the meta title and meta description, which is good. Um, the main thing that you're lacking with your website is uh location pages. So when we were looking previously under GMB, and let's go back here and I'll show you, you're actually servicing different areas in Houston. Now, Houston is a pretty big area. Now, if you're talking about Houston, which is a very, very competitive area, you would want to actually create location pages for the different surrounding areas. And I can see that you're centered right outside um, in the northern part of Houston. Some good areas will be like here under Woodlands, and I see that you're trying to rank for Conroe. The only issue with that is you're not able to compete with ranking for those areas, and I can show you a little bit on what positions you're ranking for with your website. Only because you don't have a landing page for those locations. So ideally, you would want to create location pages. It's gonna be like hub pages for you to link out to your services, and that's gonna make it appear to Google that you're okay. Um, they're saying that they're servicing um, these areas, but when I check on their website, they're only apparently serving Houston. So you want to be specific and create those landing pages. That way, you'll be able to rank for those keywords. Um, Other than that, you have good. At least you're interlinking with the main services, and I think that's good enough. Just the location pages and working on adding more relationships with your GMB and adding this. Other than that, let's go to your organic positions and let's see what's driving most of your traffic. Like you can see with a lot of the keywords that you're ranking for, and you can see like gutterman. So this is branded term. This is a branded term, which apparently is for some reason it's showing as commercial, which really should be more navigational. So a lot of the people that are searching for you are gonna be people that are already aware of your brand, which accounts roughly 63% of the current traffic you have. It's good that you have a good brand presence in your area, but that really limits the amount of potential traffic you could be getting with newer clients. You know, if you're getting a lot of your leads with, current client base, and maybe you're with your, true referrals from current customers, and that's gonna be, you're gonna cap with the amount of potential leads you're gonna be getting, although that's gonna be a bit more higher quality in general. But you will want to take opportunity with ranking for other keywords. It looks like you have good keywords that you're ranking for, and most of them are centered on Houston. Now, right off the bat, you can see that you're not actually ranking for keywords that are on Conroe, that are on areas that's listed in your GMB, but you're not actually ranking for because you don't have the specific landing pages on your website. So that's already an instant win. You would want to create this landing pages there on your website. That way you'll be able to get rankings and tell Google that you're servicing those areas. But a large majority of your traffic is from those keywords, and I can filter. So you're ranking for 134 keywords, you know, 63% was from branded terms. So right off the bat, that leaves you with whatever's left with 63%. That's like 27, yeah, 27%. So let's try to get a better view on how it looks like with the traffic. I'm gonna be filtering out the ones that are less than zero. So out of the 134 keywords you're ranking, greater than zero. Okay. Out of the 134 keywords you're ranking, it looks like 28 are actually driving all of the traffic. You can see out of their 28 keywords, you're not ranking for anything outside Houston, which I'm assuming if you listed that on the GMB, you should be wanting to build out more of those location pages, the sub pages, that way you'll be getting keyword ranking for that. But that's also one short thing that I already noticed. Now let's look at competitors to get a better idea on how things are looking at with your SEO. Now with direct competitors, now this is sourcing from direct keywords you have with Houston. It looks like you're really doing well with your area. Ideally, you want to rank for other keywords on your location because there are a lot of search terms, and I can show you real quick. If I go into keyword overview and search for, right off the bat, I'll just do a random keyword. Let's do like gutter repair and conroe. Let's do just gutter conroe. Okay, we have some other keywords here. So we have gutter cleaning conroe. We can also do the woodlands. So I'm pretty sure that's a better area for us to reference from, and a lot of people are going to be probably searching for that. So 40, and mind you, the keyword difficulty is very easy. Just from that, you have a lot of potential with ranking for those keywords. Since you already built out the authority of, you already have a good authority with Houston. Now you have a lot more, a lot better chance with ranking on those areas since you already built out the initial authority, and it's just a matter of creating those location pages and optimizing for getting local links and getting more of those geo relevant signals for Google to rank you. Now another thing that we're going to be looking at is the backlinks. Now right off the bat, I'm seeing that you have like 1,200 backlinks, but supposedly that's from 73 kind of domains. Now it's a lot better for you to have link priority or link diversity because it tells Google that people are actually linking to your website and they like your website. This just the fact that when I was doing the initial research here, I've seen that a lot of the different backlinks you're ranking for are really really low DA, low domain authority website that doesn't really contribute. Like it's basically just like how SEO does it. They do a lot of black hat in getting backlinks, and in most cases it will be detrimental with your building up that authority. um Google does a good job with actually excluding backlinks that are like spammy. But if you're very intentional with like building like bad links to your website, then that's negatively going to be affecting your website authority. That's why you're unable to really, you have some light, like actually a lot of volatility happening with your keywords. You're actually doing a bit more better. But as you can see, it's a bit more down since like last year. And this has been also due to the push that Google is actually cracking down on bad link SEO practices. So that's one thing in consideration alongside with content being AI generated. So there are a lot of things that you would have to consider when you're looking into this. Looks like there's some assets here that's not loading as well. But SEO wise for a website, I think you have a good solid foundation with ranking for Houston. You have good authority, which is good. You would want to expand more for other locations, so that means that you have to create other location pages and build links to that um, in the correct manner. So in the correct manner, that will be like doing local business directories on the local area, maybe local blog or local guest posting on the area on potential guest posting sites. Um, it's a bit more harder for you to do that because sometimes on very niche and small areas, it's a bit more harder to get links to. But that doesn't really matter. If you get just the amount of natural links per month rather than building artificial links that really doesn't really last for the long term campaign for your SEO, then that's a lot more better to get natural links from website that actually has initial authority than just getting random links that are artificial. So that's my take on that. Ideally, you would want to, when you're building out those backlinks, you would have to link out to those related location pages and build out that geo relevance. But so far, I think you have some good foundations, and this will be a good starting point for your SEO. But yeah, that's just random thought.